Welcome! Stop scrolling. The AI news this week is honestly wild. GPT-5 just dropped. Europe is getting tough on tech. And Wall Street is throwing money around like it's a TikTok challenge. Miss this, and you'll be playing catch-up with your grandma's portfolio. Stick around till the end. I'll break down how these headlines hit your pocket, drop a secret stock, and you'll get my beginner's guide to sounding smart at any summer grill party. And yes, I actually want your opinion. This channel is a two-way street. 1. GPT-5 launch. The AI flex that melted the internet. OpenAI just released GPT-5 2 trillion parameters, smarter reasoning. I mean, this model is basically Tony Stark's Jarvis. If Jarvis was raised on Red Bull in benchmark tests, it scored 92% to 10 points above Claude 3. I'd celebrate if I got that on my last math test. 100 million people have free access. OpenAI could double API revenue to $3 billion. That S, call your accountant money. What's it actually doing? Shopify's using it to write product pages for X faster. Hospitals save time on paperwork. AI tutors in online courses. Now your kid can ignore a robot instead of a teacher. Hiring wars. OpenAI's paying $450,000 salaries plus stock. If your pet can code, put them in touch. Stocks moving. NVIDIA up, surprise. Microsoft down. Sorry, Bill. My take. Whoever builds the coolest plugins wins. But honestly, the real winner is anyone who doesn't panic every time a new AI model drops. Question. Would you pay $25 a month for GPT-5 Pro or spend it on streaming subscriptions you forgot about? Visual. Show a split screen. GPT-5 Pro versus Netflix, Hulu, Disney. Which wins your wallet? Smash like. It tells YouTube I am not talking to myself. Hook! In 5 seconds. Europe's new AI law. More intense than airport security. 2. Europe's AI law. Fines that hurt more than stubbing your toe August 2nd. The EU dropped the hammer. Fines up to $38 million, or 7% of global revenue. That's enough to buy a private island. Or pay for 6 months of New York rent. German fintechs, Credix, and Lenloop got warning letters. Lost 11% stock value overnight. Siemens Healthineers did their homework early. Their shares went up 3%. Quick tip! Spending less than 1% of payroll on compliance cuts legal risk by 85%. Way cheaper than a lawyer. By 2026, half of Europe's business deals could require responsible AI certification. Companies that explain their algorithms, like Truera and Alethea, are making a killing. Real story. RideGrid got fined $2.3 million for not explaining its pricing model. They called Accenture, fixed it, got the fine dropped to $300,000, and landed a city contract. My take. In 2025, compliance isn't just a buzzword. It's a moat. Winners make transparency their secret weapon. Question. Is your company ready for these rules or still stuck in 2005? Visual pop-up. Certified. Not just for organic bananas. Community moment. Type ready in chat if your company actually has an AI plan. Or nope, if you're just winging it. Hook. Up next. Where's all this venture money actually going? And why don't I ever get a cut? 3GENAI. Funding. Billions in. Nitrogen monoxide. Free snacks. 8 startups raised $2.4 billion this week. That's more than I spend on caffeine. And I'm not proud of that. SyntheHealth scored $450 million to help doctors work faster. Vidrif AI videos. $380 million. Codasynth AI firmware. $220 million in seed. A record for early average AI seed round $7 million. When I asked for a raise, my boss offered me exposure. 112 unicorn Janai startups now. Just 17 2 years ago. But the bills are rising. Syntha spends $30 million a year just to rent Jeep. High risk, high reward. Some VCS lost 60% in 2022, but early investors in Anthropic made 18x. That's more than my Dogecoin dreams. Now, 1 in 3 deals use compute, escrow. If a startup misses goals, the money goes straight to the cloud provider, because even VCS fear GPU bills. My take. Janai is Vegas. Most lose a few, hit it big. But the house, cloud and chips, always win. That's where I'd bet. Question. Would you rather go all in early seed or wait for the IPO buffet? Community moment. Vote seed or IPO in the comments. Bonus points if you explain your pick with a meme. Visual meme pop-up. Me betting on AI startups versus my dog betting on snacks. Hook! Coming up. Why is OpenAI throwing $1 million bonuses at its engineers? And no, they didn't offer me one. Yet, for AI talent war. Bonus is bigger than my student debt. OpenAI is giving $1.5 million in stock to top engineers to stay put. If my boss did that, I'd finally stop hitting snooze. Meta shy, Anthropic. Everyone is in the bidding war. $1.5 billion total spent, but that's just 3% of GPT5's projected API revenue. Andreessen Horowitz says each AI engineer is worth $50 million in value. My calculator needs a vacation. Microsoft raised senior AI pay by 20%. Amazon's hiring 200 AI folks with $250,000 sign-ons. My LinkedIn is shaking. Keeping 1% more engineers equals 4% more innovation. Alex, not me. Promise. Turned down $900,000 from XAI for OpenAI's deal. Says rent in SF is nothing next to that bonus. Can relate, but I respect the grind. My take. These bonuses aren't crazy. They're smart. In the AI gold rush, talent is the new gold. Question. Are these bonuses genius or just showing off? Type genius or excess. I won't tell your boss. Community moment. Drop your favorite corporate flex story in the comments. Best one gets pinned. Hook. Almost there. The secret AI defense stock that S basically R2D2 with a badge. 5. The secret defense stock. Kratos. Palantir. With jet engines. Everyone's talking Palantir. But Kratos is quietly loading AI brains into stealth drones. $3.2 billion valuation. Tons of government contracts and engineers who left Silicon Valley for stock options and probably better snacks. By the numbers! $1.6 billion revenue plus 29%. $2.3 billion in backlog. 23X's half-wet defense giants charge. Big wins. $487 million USAF contract for AI loyal wingman drones. Navy trial could add $1 billion a year. Cloud partnership! Drone training went from 12 hours to 45 minutes faster than your latest phone update. Field tests! Valkyrie drones with onboard AI outperformed old Tech 6X in reaction speed. Why Kratos stands out! They even make their own jet engines! US export rules keep out copycats. So, more for my take. Kratos is Palantir with wings. Hidden value, real contracts, and an actual product. Cheap now, but maybe not for long. Question. Will military AI make the next batch of millionaires? Comment YES or nope. Uba ESE Ellen pop-up Kratos, not just for Marvel fans. Hook. Final recap. And the beginner S cheat sheet. ULL want to screenshot. Thank you for watching. Hey, here's what we learned. 1 GPT5 is smarter than my coffee maker. 2 Europe's new laws are tougher than my gym teacher. 3 AI funding is through the roof, still waiting on my slice. $4 million engineers are the new NBA stars. 5 Kratos is the dark horse of military AI. How to win in the AI gold rush. Dante, put all your eggs in startup baskets. The real money is in shovels and pickaxes, aka infrastructure and compliance. Bet on companies that treat safety like a feature, not a bug. Talent is the new oil. And probably gets better sleep. Invest in firms winning actual contracts, not just PowerPoint prizes. Question for you. Which headline blew your mind? GPT-5, new laws, funding, salaries, or stealth drones? Drop it in the comments. Funniest answer gets a shout out next week. Actions. Smash like. Or my editor will think I'm talking to myself again. Subscribe and hit the bell next episode. AI, dividends, and passive income. Yes, AI can pay your bills, not just the cloud bills. Pinned comment equals easy glossary. Vote in the poll. Your pick could shape the next deep dive. Screenshot the beginner SAI cheat sheet at the end to sound smart at your next BBQ closer. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, you're officially smarter than the average chatbot. See you next week for more AI news, more hot takes, and probably more bad jokes. Take care!